Good evening, friends. Today is 21st of March 2021, and yesterday we talked about River Ganga. Okay, and we left at Rishikesh. So today we start with Haridwar and go up to Ganga Sagar. Okay, so in the previous lecture we talked about Rishikesh, a pilgrimage site, a very beautiful pilgrimage site where people go for tourism, for travel, for natural travel, for religious worship, or you can say for mountaineering, for sports. Okay, means variety of people gather here for doing different work. Many people take a leave from their office and plan a vacation to that places because these are mountainous places and these are very beautiful places. But significance of this place is mainly important for religious purpose. Okay, because on river Ganga very ancient civilization is built. Okay, so people follow that religion, that rituals and practices till now, and these are very sophisticated, very complex and very, what can I say, result oriented. That means these are not just a saying or teaching, these are actually work in the life of people. Okay, so today I start this lecture from Haridwar and we go up to Ganga Sagar. Okay, so see, this is a picture of Haridwar. See, lots of people gather here taking bath in river Ganga. Okay, and these type of people, maybe they are tourists, maybe they are also come here to take bath in Ganga. Okay, this is a tower. Okay, you can clearly see a watchtower and a bridge, residence. This one is hotel. Okay, that means people who come for travel or for religion or for anything, they stay here and relax and enjoy their journey. Okay, many yogis, many seekers come here who are not come here for enjoying. They come here for seeking truth. Okay, they live a harsh life here to find truth, and they go not in pleasure of hotel or stay or in the rituals of like pujas and anything. They just come here to find truth. Okay, that means are the stories tell in our Vedas, in our Purana, is it true or just stories? Okay, so many my plan is also that when I have some money and I also have some time, I go to these places in search of truth and what I read about these places. So I want to experience all that thing in reality. Okay, till now I am just reading and teaching this thing uh, through some persons or through some book. Okay, but in actuality I want to go there and experience these things. I tell you these things because I learn and I hear these things from a very, what can I say, a seeker, from a seeker. Okay, and in my point of view, what they say is in many times it is true in my life. That's why I assume it may be also true. Okay, see, this is again a picture of Haridwar. See the crowd, see the gathering of people to take bath in this holy river Ganga. Okay, and this is also, what can I say, Kumbh. There are 4 places in India where Kumbh Mela is take place, and billions of people gathered here. Okay, take bath in this holy river and stay here for 40 to 48 days. Okay, because there are certain energy and certain, what can I say, some type of energy and some types of practices which any people done in these 40 to 48 days, and during this time some benefit to the body, to the mind are happened. So people believe in this and follow this practice from the very ancient time. Okay, so in India there are 4 places where Kumbh Mela occur. First one is Haridwar, second one is Sangam, third one is Nasik, fourth one is Ujjain. Okay, so in every 6 year, half Kumbh Mela, that means not full, half Kumbh Mela is occur, and in every 12 year, full Kumbh Mela occur. Okay, so the places where these four Kumbh Mela occur is Haridwar, Prayagraj, Nasik, and Ujjain. Okay, when you go in detail, in Vedas, a story that in when people churn the ocean, many things are appear. Okay, in among these things, uh, a pot of, what can I say, Amrita. Okay, Amrita, a pot of Amrita appear in front of devas and demons. Okay, gods and demons. So in the fight of this Amrit, that means a fight taken place between gods and demons for drinking this, what can I say, Amrita means uh, liquid which you drink, you are become immortal. Okay, so in fight between the gods and demons, these Amritas fall on earth on four places. Okay, so in every 12 year, people come here to drink that Amrita so that they can be immortal. This is a story, this is a legend. Maybe some fact is true, maybe some fact is false. I tell you a story, but scientifically, people who stay here for 40 to 48 days during this Kumbh Mela period, they benefited a lot. They benefited a lot. That's why people make a story about these things. But scientifically, it has some type of atmosphere and some type of energy occurred during that time which benefited mind and body of human being. Okay, so when anything benefited the mind and body of human being, everyone want to gather that and try to take a benefit out of it. Okay, this is again a picture of Haridwar. In this picture is taken in night. Okay, so you can clearly see Ganga Aarti take place. People gather here to see Ganga Aarti. People worship River Ganga because only due to the presence of Ganga, lots of people gather here and many industries flourish. Many people benefit out of it, take benefit out of it. Okay, that means they take benefit of their health, their mind, their life. Okay, through puja, what through puja, what people gain through puja, they gain peace of mind, other people gain knowledge, other people gain experience. Okay, that means from the same process, every individual get benefited differently. Okay, whatever they want. Okay, let's say when Ganga Aarti take place, some people just experience that atmosphere, some people pay attention to that process, so that whatever they want to know about this process, they know. Okay, some people just came here because a crowd is gathering. Okay, that means variety type of people are gathered here. Okay, and all of them have different wishes. Many have not, but lots of have. I think 90 to 95% people have wishes. Only 5% or 1% people who are just came here to find truth and spread this truth in the world. This is a picture of Varanasi, a most amazing place on planet Earth. Okay, this is my hometown, and I also tell you, I have never seen a city like this. This city is just phenomenal, just amazing. I can't find out a word to explain this city. Okay, in architecture, in commerce, dance, music, knowledge, tourism, in everything, this city is just phenomenal. People say in ancient time on the planet Earth, no one city exists like this. Currently, cities are built, amazing cities are built, but the spiritual significance of this city is still remain till now. And when you go here, you experience things which you have never experienced in your life. Okay, so in architecture wise, this city is just phenomenal. You can experience each and everything, whatever you want to know, whatever you want to know in the world, and what type of problem you want to solve in the world. Okay, so you just visit this city. I can say you whatever you want to know. Again, I repeat, whatever you want to, everything you find here. Okay, you don't have to go anywhere. Your life process, your karma process, even your death process. This is a city where death is celebrated. Just imagine. In the world, 90 to 95% people fear from death. And in this city, death is celebrated. Okay, on daily basis. When you go to cremation ground, when you see bodies burning, you have just what I can say, throw away all the rubbish idea which you have gained in your mind, and you come to a reality. That's why many knowledgeable person live and live in Kasi and also spread the knowledge in the world about various problems. Okay, be it Tulsi Das, Kabir Das, Munshi Premchand, Madan Mohan Malvi, Raja Harishchandra. Okay, this is a city where when Shiva married to Parvati, they want to settle here and later they settle here. Okay, so there is a lot of story about this city. In everything, this city is just phenomenal. In knowledge, why this city is a capital of knowledge. That means whatever we know in the science in modern world, all these have basis in Indian mathematics, and that Indian mathematics came from Varanasi, from this city. Okay, Buddha tell, or I can say in the scripture of Buddhism, people tell in Nalanda University, which is considered as the epitome of knowledge in the ancient time, that knowledge is just a drop of knowledge what people gain in Varanasi. Okay, so this city is very significant, very significant, and very beautiful, very beautiful. You just clearly see this city. This is architecture of, how can you say, temples, palaces. People take a boat ride in the river Ganga. Okay, this one is a picture of a temple. This others are picture of this. Okay, this is again a picture of river Ganga near Varanasi. Okay, so people take boat ride, enjoy their holiday, and see migratory birds are wandering here and there. Okay, when I visit Varanasi and I take a boat ride in the month of, what can I say, in winter season, some migratory birds from Russia came here, settled down for 2 to 3 months, and after that they moved to again to Russia. That means they crosses the bridge of Himalaya. You just imagine a Himalaya, which is a very not very, it's a largest, tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Okay, so they not cross Mount Everest, but I try to say is in Himalaya they cross Himalaya, and many of them are died in their journey. Only very few of them reach here and give birth to their child uh, and stay here for 2 to 3 months, and after that they flew away to their origin country with their kids, their babies. Okay, so you can clearly see birds are flying here. People take boat ride. Okay, and see what a water, when sunlight touches the water, a sparkling light just appear from the water. This is again a picture of Varanasi. See, you can find everything in this scene. Okay, this is a picture of architecture. That means a palace, a boat ride, a water, 74% of existence, water. See, sadhu, or you can see a seeker or yogi sit here. People meditate here. Okay, other boats are lying down near ghats. Okay, and see, these are stairs of ghats. See what a beautiful architecture. Sky, water, architecture. See, just imagine, just amazing. I do not find a word to express my feeling about Varanasi. Okay, this is again a picture of Varanasi. See, when river is its high, that means in flood season, they drawn down many stairs and also many temples are come in between them. That means in floods, many temples, many ghats, many buildings are come in the water. Okay, so you can clearly see here when water level rises, temples are drawn into them, and this water reaches up to the stairs of temples. Okay, so I think this is a picture in flood season. See a picture, temple, temple, temple. Okay, this is a religious significance. This river contain a religious significance, a lot religious significance. After that, tourism and other things are prosper. First temples are built here. After that, all other activities are happening here. This is again a picture of Varanasi. See, again, temples, 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 goat, Ganga, architecture, okay, and stairs where people take bath, daily practice of yoga, meditation, and ritual practices, okay, and other activity. And in this city, all these practices, all these rituals are alive. So if people want to know about this, they come here, learn it, applied applied it in their life, and if they benefited from it, they spread it, and lots of people benefited from it and spread this knowledge in the world. Okay, that's why everyone you want to talk about in India, when you talk about Kasi, they see tell a various, you can say, millions of story about this city. Okay, about death, birth, life, karma, knowledge, ritual practices, dance, music, architecture, mathematics, economics, politics, okay, spiritual, religion, many things, many things. This is a place of Prayagraj where three rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati met, and a place called Sangam. And also at this place, Mahakumbh occur, and people take dip in the river Ganga and stay here for 40 to 48 days. People also can stay here for 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, but maximum time is 48 days. Minimum is whatever you want. Okay, 1 hour is also minimum. 48 days is also minimum. It depends on the choice of a person or what type of knowledge they want to gain, or they are just come here for tourism, for knowledge, or they come here to stay for a longer period and take benefit of these rituals. Okay, so you can clearly see in this picture when Mahakumbh occur, people and government of that region built places for staying. People stay here okay, and take a dip in river Ganga, and many other facilities are created here. Many uh, what can I say, temporary infrastructure is built here so that people is, who come from a large distance or from far away, they stay here comfortably, and many facilities are provided here by the regional government. Okay, Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. So all arrangement of this place is in the hand of chief minister of this state. Okay, see, in this picture you cannot see clearly, but you can see in larger area people temporary settlements are built and people stay here. These lights are on the camp. Okay, this is a picture, I think, either in the morning or in the evening. I think this picture is, I don't know, I think this picture is from morning. Okay, because people do not off switch off their light, and sun is rising till here. This is a picture, of course this is a picture from sunset. I don't know, but I think this is a picture from sunset. It may be from sunrise, but it looks like this is a picture from sunset, and people go there after doing their activity in the river, they return to their room. It may be from sunrise, that means people just started their work. Okay, so I cannot say, but in my perspective this look like this is a picture from sunset. And sorry, this is a picture from a time is sunset, that means evening time, but this location of this place is Prayagraj. This is again, no, this is a picture of Kanpur. Okay, because river Ganga is flowing from Kanpur also, so this is a picture of Kanpur. See, here again temples are built, people take a dip in the river Ganga, and people take a boat ride, temples, architecture, trees, many things. Okay, so many things are common, because and it is very beautiful. Okay, because this from Uttarakhand till West Bengal, we follow a same kind of things, and this activity unite people from this region. Okay, because they all believe in yoga, meditation, rituals, and activities related to river Ganga. So when Kumbh Mela occur, all these people are gathered wherever it occur. Okay, and this solve a many problem. Okay, that means a force which unite all these type of people. Okay, and this thing is very needed in the world right now, because people are divided on many lines. Okay, so we have to come to a point where we find a source through which we can connect all these people. This source is, of course, meditation and yoga. Again, this is a picture of, I think, Kanpur. Yeah, and see, boats, river Ganga, and settlements. These are normal settlements. Here you cannot see any temple. So this picture is taken from the above, where temp small temples is here, not large temples, but largely settlements of people. Okay, and people of this region, again, to promote tourism, they take here boat, and many other activities they perform through these boats. They earn their livelihood through boats in terms of fish or boat ride or other things. This is a picture of West Bengal of Ganga Sagar, where river Ganga meet to ocean. In Hindi we called ocean as a Sagar and river as a Nadi. Okay, and name of this river or this Nadi is Ganga. So this is a Ganga Sagar where the river Ganga meets the ocean. And again, people also here Namaskar Surya through the Ganga water and take dip in the river and start doing their practices like yoga, meditation, pujas, rituals, and other things like uh, purifying their body, purifying their mind. Again, this is a picture of Ganga Sagar. See the crowd where people gather here. I think uh, in the month of Magha or in I think near about Shivratri or Magha or in melas. Okay, people gather here to take a dip in this river because this is a final point where Ganga meets the ocean. Before that, Ganga moves in the plain areas in the North India and form a large basin in this region and benefited many people, many farmers in terms of agriculture, in terms of tourism, in terms of their livelihood activity of what can I say, uh, I do not remember a word in terms of their every nitty gritty things. Okay, this river helped in terms of fishing, agriculture, irrigation, rituals, practices, tourism. Okay, in many things this river helped. That's why people worship him. See, 75% of water is present in every human being and in every creation in the world. So you have to worship this because without use of this element you cannot do anything. Okay, and this river is flow in the plain and this is a sweet water river. That means you can drink this water. You cannot drink the water of ocean, but you can drink this water. That's what its significance is also multiplied multifold. You see the gathering here. People take a dip and just see the gathering. I am just amazed by seeing the gathering of the people. Okay, and I come to a conclusion that this thing is required in the world. That means one power which benefited all type of people and everyone unites when that power appear or called or people believe have their significance during any point of time in the year. This is a last temple. This one is situated in Ganga Sagar in Calcutta, and this is a last spot of temples which is built for river Ganga and for yogis, meditators and seekers who like me start our journey from Uttarakhand and ended up in Ganga Sagar. Okay, so I also stop my lecture here. So namaskaram, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this video and it's my wish and blessing that you benefited from this river, from this God, Lord Shiva, and also spread this knowledge in the world. Okay, thank you very much. Namaskaram.